I'm in love with fishing, and fishing's what I do. And if you wanna try 'em up, I'll take you fishing too. Maybe in the morning, the noonday, or at night. It don't really matter, I just wanna get that bite. We may catch a limit, or maybe just a few. But even if the fish don't bite, just being out here do. We may fish the ocean or a river running free. And if you catch the biggest one, it'll be alright by me. Yes, I'm in love with fishing, and fishing is my life. So grab your pole and go with me. This is the life of a fisherman's wife. Let's go pull them in.
Let's go.
What's up? Crazy ice outing.
Hey, it's your girl Linda with the Life of a Fisherman Wife, with the guy she always does it with, her fishing Ed.
What's up, guys?
This is our first ice fishing of 2023.
Yep.
And guys, it's cold out here. It's cloudy, it's windy, and it's cold.
We probably should have came yesterday. Yesterday it was about the same temperature, which is 30, but it felt better because the sun was out and the wind wasn't blowing. Now it's cloudy with the wind blowing. It feels a whole lot colder. Matter of fact, yesterday was what just had it hit, rascal. Yesterday it was 28, and the sun was out. It felt much better. But today is 30 and cloudy and windy, so it feels like it's in the teens. I don't know what the wind chill is, but it's chilly.
And guys, I had a question for Fisher Ed, because I consider myself a non-fisherman.
No, you're not a non-fisherman. You're just a growing
I'm an opportunist. The person that catch fish when somebody else. He said fish are coming.
I got some looking at it, but one hit it. The rest of them just looking at it.
Okay, the question that I have for Fishing Ed, if you'll see, I'm gonna turn the camera around. Over there, I don't know if you all can see it. Let me see, can I get this clip out right quick? There are some docks. You know how when the water is open, how fishermen love to fish around docks, because they said that fish hang around docks. So my question is to Fishing Ed is, why when you ice fishing, why you don't go over there and cut hose and fish under the docks?
Well, my experience, sometimes those docks move a lot, and they keep the water moving, and it gets froze around there, but sometimes it don't be froze hard enough to stand on. So you get close to a dock or close to some grass or something like that, a lot of times your feet will go through the ice if it's not thick enough. And with this being first ice out, I wouldn't even try it. And then sometimes people have aerators close to their docks to keep the water open too. You don't want to walk over there because that water is surely thin. I mean, that ice is surely thin, and you won't be able to stand on it. So I tend to stay away from docks in the wintertime. Plus, in the wintertime, fish migrate out into the basin. So they probably not around those docks anyway this time of year. They like to go deeper and on the weed edges and stuff like that. So maybe when they start getting close to spring, March or April, and there's still a little ice out, they may start going up in there. But right now, I doubt if you'll catch anything around the docks.
And again, if there are some ice fishermen out here that's been doing it for a while and know anything different, feel free to chime in and tell us, no, that's not the reason, and this is the reason. So, because we're not too proud to get suggestions from other people.
And if it's some deeper docks, it could hold some fish, but up there around these docks, I fished here before, that water's only like 2 feet deep. So not saying they won't be in there, but it's very shallow.
Okay. Guys, this is how you know that there is new ice being built, made every night, because this is a hole that somebody probably drilled yesterday, and I can actually step on that hole right there, and my foot will not go through. So that is a hole that was drilled yesterday, and it is new ice that's formed over it overnight. Guys, Fishing Ed is cheating. He saw a hole that was cut probably yesterday, and he was cutting in that hole, so he won't have to cut so much.
How you know it's through when it break down like that?
Yeah, now that's a fresh hole that just been cut today, and if you come out here probably 3 hours from now, it'll probably be glazed over, but not hard enough to stand on.
And I left my measure, guys, to see how thick the ice actually is. But I think it's about 4 inches thick. But I had it in my bucket and it fell out somewhere. The bucket turned over. I broke 2 of my rods. You gonna show them the 2 rods I broke? We'll do it later. All right.
Guys, there are so many holes that's been drilled out here. Until every hole that Fishing Ed reopens or drill, he put a little X by it, so that when he passes by, he know that it's a fresh hole that has been opened, because he opens more than one. He went all the way down there opening holes. So each hole that he opened, he put a little X by it, so that he'll know that it is a fresh open hole.
Yeah, because right now I don't know how deep it is here, because I don't have my backslide in the water yet, and I left my camera at home. Forgot to get it. But once I put it down in there, I know how deep it is. But I put an X bound. She probably told you to keep me from going to all these other holes that's not open. And number 2, when you first drill through a hole, if it's in shallow water, sometimes it'll spook the fish off. And I wait a few minutes before I go back to fishing. All right, my mouth getting cold. I'm gone.
All right, and guys, whenever you are in doubt about any ice, don't go on it. If you don't see anyone else on it, don't go on it, because it's probably not safe to be on. There are other people on the ice today. I'm gonna turn the camera around. I don't know if you can see those people. Guys, I got on gloves. I'm not gonna take them off, but trust and believe there are other people out here. Because if it wasn't, we wouldn't be out here at all or at all. So if we don't catch not one fish, we were gonna do this video anyway, because there's going to be a lot of learning tips on this video about ice fishing. As much as we know, we don't know it all, and if we are wrong about something, please make sure you correct us, so that we won't continue to make the same mistakes. Fishing Ed has been doing this for quite some time, but we only been living in Wisconsin for 25 years, 26 years, and we hadn't always ice fished, so we may get some things wrong. So if we get something wrong, like I say, don't feel like you're gonna hurt our feelings by correcting us, by trying to help us save our own lives. So we're gonna see what we can come up with. If we do, great. If we don't, this is a nice teaching video.
This is what I'm using right quick. It's a tungsten jig. It's a little heavier. It goes down faster. And I'm using this one tipped with a shot of weight. This is a lighter jig. So this has got high vis line on it. This has just got 6-pound test on it. Sometimes I do go down to 2-pound test if it's finicky, but this first ice, so they shouldn't be too finicky. So we're just gonna give it a try.
And especially, I see that your reel rods is not as long as the other ones that you cast out. Why is that?
Well, because if you fish it down through a hole, you're going to be able to set the hook straight up and down. If you got a long rod, you be way out here, and some people do that for bigger fish like pike and muskie and stuff, but for panfish, you need to be right over this hole so you could jig down in it, even dead sticking it, you could just pull straight up and set the hook and pull them out.
And guys, you know what I learned last year about a hard way is make sure you look down where you walk into, because last year, I think this hole right here hasn't been cut. No, last year I was walking and my boot went into a hole. It was snow covered over it, and my whole leg went down in that hole, and I was wet, guys. And it's no fun being wet out here on the ice, and it's cold. It is a little windy today. The sun isn't out. As you can see, it's cloudy out today. it's colder than I like it to be, because guys, you know I don't like cold. And yes, it is a little bit colder than what I would like it to be today. So he's trying this hole right here. This is a hole that he has an X by. That is his Vexlaw. And we see a lot of stuff on here that just, what?
That's interference all down there. That's the top of the water, top of the transducer, and that's the bottom right there.
Guys, and I don't know why.
They're not going to be able to see it with this.
No, you can see part of it, but I don't know why a camera won't pick up cameras like this.
Yeah, last year we tried it, and it went. You only see the interference. You don't actually see what I'm seeing. 'Cause my jig is going down there right now, and there it is right there, and you cannot see it.
No.
I'm gonna turn the gain up on it a little bit, but you just get more interference, but you can see my jig right there. Yeah, that's my jig you're looking at right there. It's doing better this year. So I'm gonna go down closer to the bottom, and if a fish sees it, a lot of times they'll meet it. They'll come up off the bottom, see it went bad already, because you can't see my jig anymore. Yeah, so that's okay. These fingertips cover back up, man.
Yeah, it is cold.
Way colder than it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's warmer yesterday. Yesterday was 28.
Guys, I am in the ice shanty. If you can see, I have a little window here. That's the back of it. This is just to keep the air off of you all. It is a little warm in here, and I also have a little seat that I'm sitting on that I got from Bass Pro a few years ago. And so I'm gonna show you. This is my little hole that I have here and my rod that I have here. Guys, I'm just out here taking up space. That's about it. That's all I'm doing. I'm really not fishing because I really don't like the cold. So yeah, if something bite, I'll be happy, and then I'll be fishing. But as long as it's nothing not biting, I'm actually not fishing. I'm just out here not enjoying myself, but liking being out here on Fishing Ed. Hey guys, we have froze our butt off out here.
I'm not froze. I got on live clothes.
I got on 3 pair of pants, 3 shirts, some snow pants, a jacket, a sweater hat. We froze our butt out here.
Well, see, she cold when it's warm. Like in Florida last week, she was cold then. I had on a t-shirt, so.
That's true. That's true. So, but Fishing Ed has done a lot. We just haven't gotten a bite.
No, I got a bite. I got 1 bite earlier, then I just got 2, but they biting real finicky. They just barely nipping at the tail of it, and when I try to set the hook, they just hold on to the tail and just pull the meat off. So I don't have any smaller bait. I could have tried with some spikes. They're a little, like about half the size of the ones I'm fishing with now. But
you have tried everything though. You tried different bait. You tried different lures and spinners. Like he said, they'll come up and nibble at it, but not actually getting one in.
Right. That's what I got most of my bites on this one. But I tried a blade bait for crappie, which is.
He done moved around so much on the radio, guys.
I tried this one. It's got a little green on it. Sometimes crappie like those blade baits. Sometimes big bluegill do too. But I got 1 nibble out there. That's it.
So guys, we hope that you have gotten some tips off of this, even though you haven't seen any fish pulled out of the ice. Hopefully you have gotten some tips from this ice fishing video. And maybe next time we'll catch you a bigger fish or even any kind of fish.
Oh yeah, we'll be back out. It's just our first time out, and you have to search till you find them. Guy told me that he was fishing in this very spot yesterday evening, and he caught about 12 bluegill and 5 crappie. So, but that was yesterday when the sun was shining nicely. So that's why I tried this spot today. But we'll get back out.
But anyway, we're going to ask you all to make tomorrow better than today.
And until next time, God bless and good fishing. Peace.
Peace, y'all. We out of here.
Now that fishing's over, sun is getting low. Yes, I caught a big one, but I just had to let him go. Yes, he was a nice one, he was the biggest of the day. Sure felt mighty good to me just to watch him swim away. May not ever see him again, this I know is true. But now that he is swimming free, you might catch him too. Glad you came to fish with me, yes it was really nice. Maybe we can go again on the life of a fisherman's wife. Until next time, God bless and good fishing. Peace.